Hi there, this is video 25. We are now working, we have solved for A, which is easy. We solved for P. We've worked on solving for I. The last thing we have is solving for N, and there's actually two ways, and you really have to watch how the question, sorry about my voice today, watch how the question is written. If it says estimate, or estimate, you get to use something called the rule of 72 that I'll talk about in a minute. If it says calculate or wants to know the exact number, then you're going to have to use something called logarithms, and I'll explain those in a bit. Okay, so estimate is really easy. If you are very interested in how this works, I'm sure you can Google rule of 72 explanation and somebody will, I'm sure someone on Google, YouTube, somewhere has it. I don't know why it works, I just know it works. Kind of like my car. I don't exactly know how it works, I just know how to use it. So the rule of 72 says if you take the number 72 and divide it by your interest rate, it'll give you about how long it'll take for the investment to double with compounding interest. And it's most accurate if the compounding is annual, but you know what, it'll be close even with other compounding methods. So don't overthink this. How long will it take $500 to double when invested at 8%? So you go 72, divide by 8. Don't even have to convert or anything. 72 divided by 8 should be 9. 9 years, done, boom, end of question. Isn't rule 72 beautiful? Okay. Now, how long it will take for $20 to double when it's invested at 8%? 72 divided by 8. All right. So the point of this question was to show you it doesn't matter whether it's 500 doubling to 1,000 or 20 doubling to 40. If it's sitting at 8% and it's compounding annually, it's going to take about 9 years. End of story. All right. How long will it take an investment to double at 1.2% compounded semi-annually? 72 divided by 1.2. 72 divided by 1.2. I should know this. Is 60. Okay, so this doesn't matter. All that semi-annually tells me is this answer is going to be close, not as close as it'd be if this said compound annually. So again, it's an estimate, and it's really good if you're doing a question for the length, and it's like, well, I don't even know what it should look like, so you can do the rule of 72, say, well, it should be around here somewhere. All right, how long will it take investment to double at 5? I think you should just turn off the video and do this yourself, and then check the answer key. Okay, and notice in these ones, you don't even need the money because it has nothing to do with it. It's just 72 divided by 5, 2 divided by 5, 14.4. Every once in a while, throw in a fun question. Actually, I'm going to just move this up so you can see the last two. We want to go 700 to 28. Well, it doesn't say anything about doubling, but 700, if you double it, is 1,400. If you double that, so it needs to double twice. So 72 divided by 3.6. Okay, that's going to give me 20 years. So basically to get to $1,400 is 20 years, and then to double again to get to $2,800 times 2, 40 years. All right, last one. And this is where the estimates get really, well, they're not that accurate, I guess. Well, they're estimates, right? How long will it take 400 to grow to $1,000 compounded monthly at 4.5%? So doesn't say anything about doubling, so let's do the math. 400 times 2 is going to give me 800 times 2 is 1,600. So it's not exact, but we're going to be able to get like a range for our answer here. But let's just do the math. So 72 divided by 4.5 is 16 years. So to go from 400, let's do it this way, to 800, it takes 16 years. And then to go to 1,600, it's going to take another 16 years. Right? That time period. So the best we can say for this question is going to take longer than 16 years. But less than 16, another 16, it's 32 years. It's not great, and I certainly wouldn't plan any real finance based on that, but if I'm doing a question on a test and I want kind of a rough estimate of at least where my answer should be, this is super. So the rule of 72 is really good for checking.